Today I'm out at the barrage to do a bit of photography, which is something I haven't done in a real long time. But I'm spending the night down the boat, and I thought, why not? Let's get the camera out.
It's a really nice day to get the camera out of the bag, and the first thing I'm adjusting is a polarizing filter alongside an ND filter because it is such a bright and nice day. However, I did get a little bit frustrated because it's been so long. I'm a little bit out of practice. I wasn't quite getting the results I wanted, so I decided to actually simplify things and take the filter off the camera and just use a fast shutter speed, have a bit of a walk around and see what I could find.
I had a grey card with me to adjust the white balance, but I can't find it now. Typical. And these lens caps are the reason why when I turn on the camera and I see a black screen, I think the camera's broken, and it's not. I just haven't taken the lens cap off. I did a bit of shopping in the supermarket, so I've completely covered my backpack and I can't see what's in it. Excellent. 18% grey card, which I'm going to use to adjust the white balance. Once I've got the exposure set, because it's really high right now.
I did get a little bit flustered at this point. I think I was trying to do too much at once, because I was also conscious that I'm recording myself taking photos. So it took me a minute to bring things back to basics, where I had control of my aperture, shutter speed and ISO. And once I reined those settings in, I got going quite quickly. I think I overcomplicated it with a grey card. It is something most people do in the editing, but I like to get as much right in camera as I can.
I'm hoping a boat will be out in a moment, and then I can set up. But that's my setup at the minute. I'm just taking pictures, which is a little different from what I normally do. Actually, I'll take a test shot. Don't really need the tripod yet. I was going to use an ND filter, and then I changed my mind. So it's on the tripod for no reason. But I think I'm going to stay out late tonight, in the evening, and take some pictures. I've got everything set up for the shot I want to take. I'm just waiting for a boat to come out of, I think it's number 1 lock. Yeah, 1, 2, yeah, number 1 lock. And then I'm gonna take the picture. I don't want to leave my camera on too long, purely because I've only got 1 battery with me. I brought 2, but one of them's not working for some reason. So I'm quite conscious on battery life today. But hopefully this boat will be out the lock pretty soon, and I can snap a picture. And I'm really enjoying this. It's been a long time since I've been out with my camera taking pictures, so I'm quite enjoying it. I'm going to turn it off for now and wait till there's a boat coming. It shouldn't be too long. That is my white balance set. My aperture is f10 and my speed is 150. So yeah, I don't need a tripod. I was going to use an ND filter, but the sun's behind me, and where the boat's going to be is quite sheltered because of the walls on the lock. So I'm going to go without it. I'll use it tonight. That's mostly what I got the tripod out for, is the night time. So I can hear the noises and the creaking coming from the lock. So hopefully this boat shouldn't be too long. If you do see your boat, then put the name of the boat in the comments. I'd be interested to see that. Oh, here we go. There's a boat coming out. And another one. that is where an ND filter would have helped, because that is a very bright boat. I'm just hunting through my zoo finding out there, see if I can find a good composition. I had one, but it wasn't in focus. I'm not in the mood really to play around with ND filters. So I think because it's still bright and still daytime, I'm waiting for sunset. I think I'm going to just put the tripod away and just do handheld. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just packing my things away, and I've made a bit of a rookie mistake. I left the cloth, the microfiber cloth, on the table on the boat, and I didn't pack it in my bag, and there's visible dust spots all over my lens. So I'm going to have to do the inevitable. Oh, I didn't want to do this, but this is what it's come to. I've got to use my t-shirt to wipe the lens, and many people say that's a bad idea, but I rather use my t-shirt to wipe the lens than to have dust spots on it. Yeah, so while I've been here, I think I've took about 2 images of a boat exiting lock 1. So I'm going to go to the starboard marker on the lock and maybe take some handheld pics over there. I've just noticed that there's 2 fishing rods unattended, so I'm going to take a picture of them as soon as I can work out how to get there. That is just really unusual. 2 fishing rods just left abandoned. Well, they seem to be abandoned. So I'm just trying to find a good composure. It's quite odd just finding 2 fishing rods left without anybody attending to them. I don't know if you can see, but just behind me is a helicopter which took off from over there where I was about 4 minutes ago, and I could have had a good picture of a helicopter, but I missed it. I must remember to try and keep this theme nautical, because it is for the boat channel.
As I arrived to the end of the locks, I started to set up my tripod, but I completely turned off all the sound that I recorded at the time, because there was quite a lot of fishermen and some of them were playing a lot of music would not be considered YouTube friendly. So anything happens from this time out is likely to be covered by a voiceover. But it is starting to get a little bit dark, so I'm setting up my tripod again and just waiting to see what opportunities arise. I did spend a lot of my time in this area, as it's a really nice location and the colours in the sky were just tremendous. But this is my favourite kind of time. It is looking a little bit blue. I was having a technical problem which I'll go into a little bit later, but I'm just loving the experience of being out in Cardiff Lock with my camera and just having a nice evening.
I wasn't expecting to see that today. really close as well. Can't see what the name is on it. I haven't got a long lens with me, just my shutter speed was too low, and all of those pictures are really bad, really blurry. Missed opportunity there.
The problem I was having, and I did realise it at the time, is that my shutter speed was just too slow, because I was focusing more on stills such as buildings and the locks, and when it came to moving objects such as a boat, I completely forgot about ISO. I could have just increased my ISO. Yes, it would have meant I would have had a lot more, the picture wouldn't be as clear, but at least then I wouldn't have had a blurry picture.
Oh, that's really bad. A lot of motion blur on that one. That is not a keeper. I'm going to wait until the boat stops, I think, because I keep getting motion blur.
After waiting for a little bit for everything to be calm, I mean, the water's moving, the boat's moving, the pontoon's moving, the lock's moving. There's a lot of movement in this image, so even with the slow shutter speed, it is a bit of a risk, and it is a rookie mistake. I should know better, but I was so determined to do some low light photography that's probably why I didn't change my ISO, because I was so determined to do some low light photography. I was starting to get battery warning signs on my camera to let me know that the battery was running low, so I was quite cautious of that. So I did use my camera sparingly, and I did take a few images of this composition, and this is probably the best one that I got. This was the best result.
Tugboat coming in. I don't know if it's worth me even trying to get a picture, because I just keep getting motion blur. But that moon is a lovely moon out tonight. It looks gorgeous. Great composition. That's the tug, which is not far away from me at all. Almost feels like it's in arm's reach. It's really close, but it's just going too fast for my camera. I'm just getting motion blur. And that would be the boat coming out of the lock that I just tried to photograph, and ended up with a mass amount of motion blur. But Cardiff does look incredible tonight. It's me. I'm having a bit of an off day with these pictures. It's been so long since I've got my camera out the bag, and I'm a bit out of practice. I need a bit more practice. I'm going to head back to the lock where the road is, and then I'm going to start making my way back to the boat and call it a night. But I'll probably end up taking a few more pictures on the way back. Right, I'm going to put it away for a little bit because I've done lots of walking and it's quite a trek back. So I'm just going to put the camera and tripod away and jump on the push bike and head back to the boat. I might probably get it out one more time, take some more pictures. I'll see. Maybe I'll see if I can find my boat. Yeah, it's been a really enjoyable day. I've really liked getting the camera out and messing around. I'm trying to keep it in theme with the channel, which is nautical stuff. I think it's gone well. I'll show you what I can see. That's what I can see. And it isn't much better in the viewfinder. That's what I'm looking at. There's a plane over there. It's telling me to go to bulb mode. That's how I know it's struggling. It's dark. I've got to try and put the camera where I think the boat is. I've got it on a 2-second timer as well. So any vibrations when I hit the button should dissipate. If it's someone else's boat, I'm going to be annoyed. But I really think that is mine. I should be okay. Should be fine. There's no one about as well, which is nice. Peaceful. God, I hope that's mine. It takes so long to process an image, this camera. I can't wait to see what I've got though. Just to see if I've actually got the right boat. Because more than likely I'm taking stills of somebody else's. Oh yeah, looking sharp, looking good. The problem is my boat is behind somebody else's, so it's quite difficult to see. I don't think I'll do any more. I think this is going to be the last set of images I do for the night. I'll just see how it goes. It's so quiet, which is brilliant. It's lovely. Water's calm. For taking images, like, you couldn't ask for better weather. I pointed the camera at the boat club to try and capture the boat club. I do only have like 5% battery, so I got to make these shots count. I'm quite well lit as well. My subject is in pitch black and I'm quite well lit, so the weather's nice, the conditions are perfect, there's no one about, the lighting is superb. Hopefully the images are not bad. That one, I can't tell if that's the dirt on my glasses or if it is a little blurry. Looks alright. I think it could just be the focusing maybe. If I zoom out a little bit, do it again. Just move back for that 2-second timer. This is going to be my last shot, I think. Oh, I'll take one more of my boat. It's frustrating that there's a boat in the way. I thought somebody was watching me then, but it's somebody's telly. One more of mine, and then I'll call it a day, unless I see something interesting. Just waiting for that click to tell me I can pack up and get warm. I need a pee as well. I've been waiting since the barrage. I can hear ducks as well, and the idea is to get a really smooth finish on the water so it's nice and level, and if a duck comes midway through, it's gonna affect the image. Alright, it's processing, so let's get out of here. I did want to do a lot more, but my battery is faulty. I did bring two, but it doesn't matter. Let's just get in the boat, get warm. Job done. I'm back at the boat now, and it is pitch black, really dark, but there she is, and I'm going to use that camera. Hopefully it doesn't fall in the water. Take some pictures. So again, can't see anything there on the bank. I'm going to move as far back as I can. And I hope I don't fall in the water. Okay, there she is. I am on a moving pontoon, so it could be extremely blurry. Actually, that didn't turn out too bad, but the bow is not in frame, and that's probably because it's moored too far forward. So I'm going to back off a little bit. I am on a moving pontoon, so it's going to be no surprise if it is blurry. I can feel it under my feet bouncing around. So having a tripod on a moving object is a bit silly, but I'm going to try, see what I get. It's not terrible, it's not too bad. I've got somebody else's boat in the picture. Let's try them again. 2% battery, so this will probably be the last take, the last image. I've had a great day. Really enjoyed it. It's really nice getting the camera out. Something I've not done in a long time. I'm really trying not to move now, to move the pontoon, that will move the tripod. So I'm trying to keep still. And what have I got? I think that's the best I'm going to get today. Maybe one more. I'm going to have to cut the bow off just to get more of the boat in. It's a compromise I'm going to have to make. I've got no battery left, so this is the last take. I think that's as good as this is going to get, even if I have got to cut the bow off. And it is moving. Tripod's moving, pontoon's moving, boat's moving. So not great for low light photography, but I've loved it. I've just made it back onto the boat. I really enjoyed that. It was great fun. That's something I haven't done in quite some time. I don't really know what I have until I get it on the computer. But yeah, I'll be doing that again. I enjoyed that. And it's nice to have the boat to come back to as a base. I am trying to keep it in theme with the channel, so I've kept it, boat related and things like that. But I do like all kinds of different photography. I'd say I do prefer night photography, but the only problem is where there was a tugboat by the barrage. If I was to take a picture of the tugboat is moving, but my shutter speed is really low. So whenever I take a picture of it, it would be blurry. But if I increase my shutter speed, my camera isn't capable. If I was to bump up the ISO or reduce the aperture, it wouldn't be as good. But that's the only frustrating thing of today, really. But yeah, I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.